How's it going, guys? So I was at work today and I realized that my knife was really dull. So I thought today we would sharpen it up using a sharpening system that I actually really need to make a video about, and I have needed to for some time. So today we're going to be taking a look at the WorkSharp Precision Adjust Sharpener. Alright, so check this out. The Precision Adjust system is really simple. It comes in 4 pieces and it's really easy to assemble. First up here we have the tri-abrasive and sharpening stones on the sharpening rod here, and it slides up and down like that so you can get your knife sharpened up really nice. Then we have the sharpening chassis, which snaps into the sharpening base here. Super simple and easy like that. And then we have the V-block clamp that goes in the middle here, and then you clamp your knife into that so you can hold on to it while you sharpen. And then your sharpening stone, take the magnet and you just put it up in this little area right in here, and then you get your whole sharpening system all set up like that. Super quick and easy, and it's also easy to break down too, so for storing or traveling or anything like that, it's really great. And I think one of the best things about this system is that it's simple. It's not overly complex. And another really great thing about this system is that you can sharpen pretty much every single knife you own. From your folders and multi-tool blades to your fixed blades and even your giant kitchen knives, the WorkSharp system has you covered. Now, sharpening is really easy. First, you gotta choose your angle. They have an angle guide in the pamphlet that comes with it. So if you're gonna do general, you have your list of angles for that, as well as outdoor, kitchen, pocket knives, different stuff like that. One of the best parts of the system right here is the fact that you can adjust the angle just by twisting this little knob right here. That way you get your angle locked in and you don't miss or accidentally wreck the edges on your knife like you might if you used a sharpening stone and you weren't that good at it. This enables you to have a consistent angle and a consistent sharpen every time. Alright, so we're back up here looking at the sharpener. To sharpen your knife, it's very easy. You simply loosen up the clamp with this knob right here. So you open the clamp up, and you put your knife into the clamp, and if you look on it here, it kind of has like V-cuts into the clamp. You can kind of see them there, so it kind of supports the knife in between the jaws. This knife has a really thick spine because it's an SE, but it still holds it in there. Then after that, you choose your angle and your grit. If you're sharpening from a dull knife like this, then you can use the 320. They also have a 600 grit, and then your fine ceramic stone for finishing. Next up, we want to choose our angle. A lot of times I'll sort of guess it here based off of what's already on the knife. You can usually find out what your knife is by Googling it or just resting it on here and kind of getting a feel for how good it is. You can also, if you really want to, reprofile your knife to something, an angle that you want, but I choose to stick generally with the angle that comes on the knife. Now usually for me that's about 20 degrees with the Leatherman Skeletal, and which is within the range for EDC knives, is usually around 20 to 25 degrees on the blade angle. Alright, so I found my angle on this knife just by kind of playing with it a little bit here, and it's just above 20 degrees, not 25, but just a little over 20. That's set up there for you. What you want to do is you want to put this on a tabletop, and then you just go ahead and you get your whole pass set up here, and then you just start out going back and forth up and down the knife. And the tip is usually a little bit harder to get the angle on, but you can just kind of go like this to get it here. Also, when you're doing this on your knife, try to keep track of the number of passes that you make. That way you can match it on the other side. Also, one thing I just noticed here real quick, when you're sharpening a knife like this, you want to watch out that you don't wind up sharpening off of the blade onto like the hand guard back here, which you can kind of see maybe on camera. You can see the silver there. I kind of just nicked that going along here because I wasn't paying attention. I set the thing down way back here instead of trying to keep it up in here. So just be aware of where you're going with the thing. Don't just get too crazy and not watch what you're doing. So after you've finished your sharpening on the one side, go ahead on the back of the sharpener here. There's this round button in the back, and then you just push in on that button like that, and then you twist the whole thing over, and that sets you over to the other side so you can sharpen on the opposite side without having to undo the knife or anything. And when you start out, make sure the white dot on the gauge is on the top, and you just flip it back over and you're all set to sharpen the other side. Now the process for this side once again is the same. You just start out with your grit and you just go to town on your knife. Alright, and then once you're done, you can flip it back over to the other side and come over here to your stones and change the grit by popping it over here to the next grit. Now we're going to do the 600 grit on the knife. Starting out the same way as before, making sure to count your passes and applying even pressure. Just go back and forth and go easy on that tip area because you don't want to wreck it. Now I just do want to say here, I am not an expert on sharpening knives, so if you want to check out some people who really do know about sharpening, check out WorkSharp's YouTube channel. They have tons and tons of tutorials on how to sharpen knives, so go ahead and check them out if you need more information on how to use your sharpening system from them, or just sharpening in general. And now back to sharpening our knife. Alright, as you can kind of see here, we are starting to get a lot of metal shavings and different stuff down here, fragments from the stone, and a lot of metal on the stone here from sharpening our knife. So we are getting near the end of the process. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab something to wipe the blade down with. Like, I just went and grabbed a paper towel real quick just to clean the shavings and stuff off so you can kind of see what you're doing here a little bit better. Now, what you want to do here is you want to spin this one more time and go to your ceramic stone. This will polish the edge and finish it off for you. Give it a nice shine and just give it a little bit touch up on the edge and make it way sharper than if you just went without it. This works pretty much the same as the stones, although you don't want to do as many passes. So probably like 5 passes up and down on both sides, and that should be good for the knife. And once again, just flip it over and go back to the other side to do it over here. And just like that, in less than 10 minutes, I have sharpened my knife from dull to pretty sharp here. Not probably hair shaving sharp, which you can go with this. I've just never spent the time to do it, but you can. But it is way sharper than it was before. And the nice thing about having that ceramic rod or ceramic stone on here, if I can open up the clamp, is you can get the knife to have that shine on the blade, which it didn't have before I hit it with that ceramic. So makes it look sharper too as well. And as you can see, using the precision adjust is really simple. So let's take a look at a couple of the pros and the cons and just some of the overall features about this system that we haven't already talked about. One of the really big pros about the Precision Adjust and the WorkSharp company is, even though it's not USA made, the company is still based in the US, so that is a big step in the right direction. Another pro that you've seen throughout this video is how super simple yet functional this design is. It's pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't take that much thinking to figure it out. You just sit down, take a look at it, and you're pretty much set to go. As we've already talked about, you can sharpen all sorts of different knives with the Precision Adjust, from your kitchen to everyday carry, hunting knives, any sort of knife you have, you can pretty much sharpen it with the Precision Adjust, which is another big plus. And as you've seen throughout this video, it works really well and it's easy to use. Another thing is it's clean. It's not messy like a whetstone, and it's really nice because other than the metal shavings and stuff, there's not water everywhere or anything like that. Another thing about this setup is its budget, and it's super compact, which is really nice. And if you want to modify it and add on to it, you can buy the add-on pack, which will give you the extra grits and the leather strap. The only con with the Precision Adjust is that it can be a little bit harder to use with certain angles or styles of blade as far as the blade shape. But other than that, it's super simple and easy to use, and you can sharpen pretty much every knife that you own. As you've seen in this video, it is really easy to get your knife super sharp, super fast with the WorkSharp Precision Adjust. So you're probably wondering, how much does the Precision Adjust sharpening system cost? The basic Precision Adjust kit like I have here is around $50 to $70, which for what you get, I would say, is a fair price. Now, if you already have a Precision Adjust like I have here and you want to take it to the next level, you can go ahead and pick up the upgrade kit with the extra stones and carrying case that this will all fit into as well, for around $80 to $90. And if you just want to skip past the basic model and you haven't bought it already, or you like this concept but you want everything, the whole kit and caboodle, and not just the basic piece right here, you can go ahead and go straight to the top. You can pick up the Precision Adjust Elite Kit for around $120 to $130, and that comes with the base like we have here, as well as this stone and two other ones, as well as the leather strap. So you get everything, the whole entire kit and caboodle, the Elite Kit, and that will have everything you will ever need for sharpening with this system. The Elite Kit is basically just a combination between this basic version and the extension pack, so you can technically save a little bit of money if you buy it all at once, but it's really up to you and what you're looking to do with your sharpening and your knives. If you guys would like to check out any of these sharpening kits, I will do my best to leave some links below for you guys so you can check them out. So would I recommend the Precision Adjust Sharpener to you? I personally think this sharpening system is one of the best for the money at the current time. You get all the features and functions that you need to sharpen your knives and keep them well maintained without having to pay an outrageously expensive price. If you're not super crazy about maintaining your knives all the time and you just want to keep them sharp, or you're on a pretty tight budget, then the WorkSharp Precision Adjust Sharpening System would be a great option for you. So all that being said, I think this is a really awesome sharpening system. I've used it for a couple months now, almost a year I've had it around, and it's been great for touching up on my Skeletal and my Tenacious, which I beat up all of the time, and now the Azula as well. I haven't sharpened it since I got it, so it was really needing a sharpen. So it's great just to have around to sit down with all your knives and just sharpen them up real quick. As you can see, it took less than 10 minutes to get my knife back sharp and in working order, so I don't have to worry about it again for a little while, and I really beat my knives, so having something that's easy to use like this is really great. If you guys have any questions about the Precision Adjust sharpening system, be sure to leave them in the comments down below and I will do my best to answer them for you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button 2022 style if you're into that sort of thing, and share the video with a friend. It really helps us out a lot. Thank you guys for watching once again. As always, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.